It is accessory time, and we're looking at YCC's crusher suitable for 30 to 45 ton excavators. To start with, it comes in a beautifully presented small box, and just look at the crusher sitting there comfortably in that nice soft silky material. The box is also worth a closer look because it has got a magnetic catch to make sure it shuts nicely. Let's take a look at what we get in the small bags, and there's hoses and armouring for the hoses. You get 2 pin sizes for connecting the crusher to different models, and there are different sizes of spacers that you can use on those pins. Finally, there are 2 types of hydraulic hose connector. The crusher can be fitted to a variety of models, but we'll fit it to a Hitachi 250. And fortunately the bucket is removable on this model, so it's easy to take that off. And then it's a straightforward matter to attach the crusher. For this you need to use the pins that YCC supply, and that's because the ones used on the bucket are a bit too short. With the basic connection made, let's now add some detail. And the first thing to do is to separate the rubber hydraulic hoses. And it's a strange pleasure to actually pull the 2 hoses apart. Now we need to go in for some micro modelling as we feed the hose into the spring which acts as the armour for the hose. So get your glasses on and make sure you haven't had a drink before you attempt this operation. Even smaller are the hydraulic hose connections to fit at the ends. And there are 2 types which almost join up to make a connection. And the idea is to use both of these together when you add them to the model. But for the installation on the Hitachi, we'll cheat a little bit and just use one of the connectors. And here we have it attached to the end of the hose with the tiniest speck of glue. The Hitachi is a good model because the hydraulic link for connecting a tool is provided. And as it's plastic, I'm going to make a very small hole in the end so I can plug in the connector from the crusher. Having done that, we can now carefully connect up one of our hydraulic lines. And if it all works out, the connector will stay plugged into the block on the model. Yippee-yay, that works. You could glue and fix the other end of the hydraulic lines to the crusher, but we'll just fold them over and plug them in, and then adjust them to get a neat looking job. The crusher is made of brass and it's a nicely detailed part with a good paint finish. The jaws look good and there's some intricate detailing of the sort that brass allows. In terms of functionality, that's very simple. The jaws do open and close, and it's got a nicely functioning hydraulic cylinder. If you want, you can set the crusher to bite your finger or any other appendage that comes to hand. In summary, this is a very nicely presented and made part by YCC models. It's a carefully thought out accessory and the price reflects the quality. So overall, this crusher accessory is highly recommended.